With 2 weeks left until the transfer window closes, it's more apparent than ever that Liverpool have some business left to do in this window. Despite Jurgen Klopp's persistence in towing the line that there will be no more ingoings or outgoings, action is needed before the summer window slams shut, otherwise Liverpool may find themselves out of a title race come January. Here's what should be on Jurgen Klopp's to-do list as we approach the end of the summer, as the Reds hope to charge for another quadruple push. Roberto Firmino has started the season firmly in Jurgen Klopp's plans, likely due to the injury of Diogo Jota and bedding-in period of Darwin Núñez, resulting in the Brazilian starting most matches until the Crystal Palace draw. Firmino was invisible during the opening day against Fulham. Whilst he remains a player everyone involved in Liverpool adores and holds high nostalgic value for, his Liverpool future is cloudy. If he is to remain part of Jurgen Klopp's plans for this season and beyond, his contract situation needs to be solved this window before other clubs can potentially lure him away from January. On the flip side, if he isn't part of Jurgen Klopp's plans, the club could take the opportunity to cash in on the forward, much like they did with the recently departed Sadio Mane. With less than a year on his contract, the fee for Bobby will be a distortion of his true worth, but these funds could be used towards the further points on this summer to-do list. The Crystal Palace draw showed that following the departure of particularly Divock Origi and to some extent Takumi Minamino, Liverpool are short on attacking depth. Fabio Carvalho has been deployed as a substitute winger, and whilst a really exciting talent, we all know his future lies in the middle of the park, similar to Harvey Elliott. Diogo Jota will return from injury and Roberto Firmino should return imminently following his knock in training, but it's out wide where Liverpool need the reinforcements. The most persistently linked is Villarreal and Spain winger Yeremy Pino. Yeremy is a really exciting talent, having already earned 4 Spain caps at the age of 19, whilst mightily impressing for Villarreal. He's one of the brightest young talents on the continent. Villarreal have reportedly set his price tag at €42 million, a steep fee for a backup option which may discourage Liverpool to invest, but they desperately need cover on the wings, let alone options from the bench. Other potential recruitments that may be cheaper include Marco Asensio, Ousmane Dembele and Ismaila Sarr. However, I doubt any of these players would tempt Jurgen Klopp as much as Yeremy. It's been the topic of conversation for the whole of Liverpool's summer, and it's a question that simply won't go away. Why haven't Liverpool signed another midfielder? Now, Jurgen Klopp has made it publicly clear that he won't be purchasing one, as he's happy with the current options, particularly with the addition of Fabio Carvalho and a return of a fit Harvey Elliott, but on recent display at the start of the season, reinforcement is undoubtedly needed if the Reds are serious about a title push. The problem is, when fit, Thiago and Fabinho are certain to start, leaving just one midfield place free for the 7 current other options, which isn't an enticing prospect for a hopeful recruit. This would mean that any player signed would need to be a significant improvement on the other midfielders and would therefore cost a significant amount. Matheus Nunes has been rumoured recently, but he's now set to join Wolverhampton Wanderers in a £42 million move, something which may come back to bite Jurgen Klopp. However, there is still one man available that would be ideal for this midfield role at Anfield in Nicolo Barella of Inter Milan. Barella is one of the best midfielders in Europe, and his skill set matches Jurgen Klopp's ideology and tactics perfectly. With great tenacity and energy, the ability to burst forward and score goals or create chances, and an unexpected defensive robustness for someone of his short build. Barella would be a brilliant addition. With Inter likely holding out for a fee north of €80 million, there's still one more option that Liverpool could break the bank for. Jude Bellingham is the final piece of the jigsaw in Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool side. We know the Reds are very smart with their business, but more importantly, it's evident that Borussia Dortmund are restricting outgoings following the loss of Erling Haaland, but none more so than Jude Bellingham. The talismanic midfielder is set to become not only Borussia Dortmund's poster boy, but will rival former Red Sadio Mane for the Bundesliga's top talent this season. In what could be a similar deal to Naby Keita's Anfield move, Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool could secure the services of Jude Bellingham for next season, which Dortmund are far more likely to accept and could perhaps result in a cheaper fee than attempting to lure the player for this year. With Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and James Milner expected to leave the club next season, Bellingham's wages wouldn't increase the total midfield payroll, plus Borussia Dortmund are far more likely to agree to a 2023 move. There is, however, a case to be made to push for the move this summer, with numbers in the middle of the park already depleted due to injury ahead of arguably the busiest season schedule of all time. Almost every single Liverpool fan would break the bank to bring Bellingham in this year.